As of right now, there is a glaring misconception that's been going around in the gaming community about Starfield. You know, Xbox this past week has been getting a lot of bad flack there's good things and there's certain bad things. To me, I look at the good things, and also I heavily look at the bad things. I have another video later on about that, but this video is going to be about, of course, does Starfield need multiplayer? And to start off the whole video, no, Starfield does not need multiplayer, bro. Like, I'm tired of people sitting there talking like they actually know what they mean. Like, okay, I get it. Pure multiplayer mode is not a thing. Like that's not what they do per se. 76 was a different venture for them, you know what I mean? But ultimately, Starfield is a single player game. However, I do know what people mean when they say, okay, Starfield does indeed need multiplayer. But before that, we'll go back and look at some footage to see some potential outcomes. But then again, it's like, I say there's potential for co-op, but not a full-on multiplayer mode. Let's go back and watch this actual trailer, dude. Yeah, we'll watch this trailer real quick, or some of it. We'll get a good inkling of what's actually going on right here. Okay, I'll put this low for the background. All right. So, of course, the initial response to the trailer, you know, I've seen this trailer countless times. It is what it is. Sold date, stuff like that. Ultimately, you're going to sit there, you're going to go through this little area because you know they have a whole bunch of big planets, right? They have a lot of big planets. And for games that's this big and vast, a lot of people don't enjoy single player. It's like the game is mainly about exploration to a T. It's mainly about exploration, and people understand that, you know, but some people, they don't want to explore a big open world game without an actual party or company of people with them. I get it. Like, listen, some people these days, like older people, some people like to play their games solo. Majority of people, like me, I like to play my games solo now. But some people, when they play open world games, they want to play it with a companion, let alone someone that can actually be with you as a guy, you know, as a number two. It ain't No Man's Sky. It's like people will always want to play Skyrim or Elder Scrolls in multiplayer. They always want to do that, and no one's knocking them for it. Like, that's actually a decent idea. But like, see, if you go through these plays, you see how the planets are. This is the E3 announcement build a couple years back that was announced. Pretty good. Oh man, the allergies came on me. Anyway, but besides the point. You see this open world planet. You see it, you know, and you can tell, okay, you would want a companion. Like, I get it. Like, okay, you got your companions, people. You get your little basic encounter. I don't say basic. You get your encounters like a standard RPG kind of game, you know. But during these kind of videos, there's always inconsistencies. Like, how will that affect the gameplay? How will that affect your story? How will that affect the actual outcome of certain events in the game? Like, there's certain things that I would like to have in here, and there's certain things I don't want to have. Like, I don't want someone making a decision for me in my game that can affect my total decisions overall the game. You know what I mean? Like this is things about co-op. Like, co-op is technically potential. These people, these modders, they have the code for it. They actually have the game locked down to a T. Or Skyrim at this point, let alone Oblivion. But Skyrim, they have, you can play Skyrim in multiplayer if you want to, or co-op. There's a difference between co-op and multiplayer, people. Like, before they want to step back into multiplayer, their potential will be doing for co-op. Like this. Like, what you have this big open area. What all can you do? What gameplay benefits could you even have for co-op? Of course, it's like they can do a couple ways. They can have it plug and play simple. You join my game, help me out for these missions. Cool. Get some better loot at the end. That's kind of like a Destiny style game. It's kind of like a looter kind of game. And then you have evidence of stuff like this. Pure story driven video games where your person is just a gun for hire. They have no real impact power. That's the true vision of what they really want to do. Or at least that's what I believe what they're going to do. Also, I do believe that it's like the more and more I think about it, the more and more I don't see multiplayer coming. Like, there's literally is no point having multiplayer, at least to me. Like Bethesda games aren't known for their multiplayer styles. They have Fallout 76, yes, but that is ZeniMax. Of course, mainly ZeniMax. They have their venture. There's only so much you can do with multiplayer. You can have a battle royale like they did, you know, because battle royals are the thing right now. You can have a battle royal style of game. Boom, boom. Multiplayer mode, maybe not a lot of people as a battle royale, maybe 16, 20-ish, something like that. Maybe have a quick gameplay mode like that. I don't think the gunplay and stuff will work too well in this style of game for an actual arena fighter, like arena shooter. Like more like Quake, Halo, SOCOM, Call of Duty, games like that, even a Destiny, because they don't have special moves and stuff like that for supers. Maybe you throw out like a big grenade, pull out a rocket launcher or something. Like, to me, it's not that viable an option for people to even do stuff like that. But that's one thing about these kind of games, man. People like options. In Bethesda games, they do have a lot of options and gameplay potential for those kind of things. But ultimately, I don't want to say it'll fall flat on its face, but it's not necessary for multiplayer stuff like that. Like, listen, I get it, man. Like, I get it. People want to come out and play with a couple friends, have like a good raid. Heck, maybe they can do a raid, have a whole bunch of people, like something like that for modes. Like, for them, ultimately, they should start off having like either co-op, pure co-op, or have a couple amount of people to do a raid. You know, it's like this character customization. Like, how is it easy just to port your character over like that? Yes, it's like dang near plug and play. You have your little pieces and equipment going in your characters like that. Will your companion come with their gear from their game? Will everything level scale like they used to do for Oblivion? There was a major problem when Oblivion came out with character scaling and enemy scaling. Everything was so cracked when you was playing the game. Everything was so sweaty playing Melee. Oh my god, dude. When I was playing Oblivion, dude, I played this game, beat this game multiple times, did different playthroughs. I got her. One of the first few games I actually 100% got all the achievements for was Elder Scrolls Oblivion. There was an instance where the level scaling was so great. Like, when I hit somebody, they wouldn't even take damage, bro. I had to come out with some base, like a extreme build trying to do some of these things, man. It's crazy. But anyway, back to topic. This isn't going to be a thorough kind of video, stuff like that. It's not that serious, but it does give you a good mindset that, listen, people, I get it. Co-op in a Bethesda game is a dream. Like, but you guys got to understand this. They're not known for co-op. They're just dipping their toes into multiplayer settings and stuff like that. We knew Fallout 76 fell flat on its face on launch. I got Fallout 76 on launch day. I played it like a week and stopped playing it, and I never came back even with that throughout the that's just how it was for me. I'm not saying it's a bad game now. Apparently it's really good now, but I understand first impressions matter for things like that. They wanted to do something different. They said they always wanted to make 76 like that, but you know for a fact it's their first venture. I always give people, when they do a first venture, they get it passed. Like, just like the Halo games. I loved Halo 4. That was great. It was great. Halo 4 was good. But the next upcoming games like Halo 5 didn't care for that much. Halo Infinite, oof. We're not talking about Halo Infinite, even though it's you know. But first venture, they get it passed. You know, they're starting to set up what they want to do. Technically, they can actually take what they learned from Fallout 76 and incorporate that into Starfield if they wanted to. But don't make it your staple thing. Like, this is going to be a single player focused game and potentially co-op, but no multiplayer. So in conclusion, what I really want to get out to the nitty gritty, like, even like you see right here in this video, have it playing in the background, you can see people, let's go full screen. You can see people potentially building bases, have them have their own little venture or venue in your game, have their own little staple, what they want to do. But they shouldn't make it be able to impact drastically what they want to do in the game. So I will shoot for co-op as a maximum, multiplayer as a heavy minimum if you do it. they have to figure out some kind of way to make it a smaller game mode, maybe make it a big raid or like a small battle royal kind of thing, because they can take what they went from 76, like I said. But ultimately, at the end of the day, still full screen. Ultimately, at the end of the day, Starfield does not need multiplayer. Maybe co-op. Maybe co-op. This is the first thing. They can probably do co-op. If not, they can do it for PC. But no multiplayer.